more than ever, the Brexit is a school of patience, even a university of patience.
Michel Barnier in Brussels, sounding a little weary. The Prime Minister, ahead of his trip there, said he hadn't given up hope of a trade deal.
We're a long way apart still, but hope springs eternal, and I'll do my best to sort it out if we can.
In Brussels earlier, Michael Gove signed off a deal with the European Commission Vice President Šefčovič that is expected to improve the atmosphere at those trade talks. The two have reached an agreement on what checks are needed for goods crossing between Britain and Northern Ireland. It's a U-turn by the government, maybe even a peace offering. The government had brought in a bill which ripped up the commitments in the Withdrawal Agreement, something even one minister acknowledged broke the law.
Yes, this does break international law in a very specific and limited way.
The Withdrawal Agreement stipulated that goods going from Northern Ireland to Britain had to fill in an export declaration form. The controversial clauses in the Internal Market Bill overruled that, but they've now been dropped. The Withdrawal Agreement said goods going from Britain to Northern Ireland had to abide by EU rules, including those on state aid. The Internal Market Bill clauses said ministers could overrule that, but those clauses have now been dropped.
We've secured Northern Ireland's position within the customs territory of the UK, and we've given certainty to businesses in Northern Ireland that their life will be able to continue in the future in a productive way.
There are still lots of details that need to come. We cannot build business plans just on agreements of principle. And as well as that, no matter what happens now, no matter what they announce tomorrow or in the next few days, quite simply Northern Ireland business will not be ready. We will not have enough detail and we will not have enough time.
UK negotiators will now plan with Boris Johnson how to conduct tomorrow's meeting with the European Commission President. Some worry the two sides may still be talking at cross purposes.
The British still seem to think that if only they can talk to Merkel or Macron and the big boys and the big girls in the governments, they can lean on that silly Mr Barnier to be more flexible. When in fact it's the governments who are pushing Mr Barnier to be less flexible in many ways. So that is, I think, a British misreading of the situation. Equally, on the EU side, they seem to imagine that because the British government would be much better off with a deal, and because Boris Johnson would be stronger politically with a deal in their view, therefore the rational thing for him to do is to go for a deal and make the compromises required. My own information is he's actually quite relaxed about the prospects of no deal.
One of the compromises signed off today is that the EU will not have customs officials permanently placed in a Northern Ireland office. They'll visit, maybe hot desk or work from home. In Brussels over dinner tomorrow night, many more compromises will need to be explored if the negotiations are to get back on track.